Hey, what is up, guys? It is the Coconut Master, and today is episode 4 of the Final Cut Pro training series. It is a day late. I'm sorry about that, but it was the last day of school today, and I am in a really... I'm actually not in too good of a mood, so... yeah, let's get this over with. So today we're going to be going over effects. Now, you see this effects bar you have right here. It's not going to always be there, so that you can do one of two things. You can either hit this button right here, the first one on the bar, or you can hit Command 5. Now there are a lot of different effects. Most of them are color correction, like if you go to looks, right here, got 50s TV, bleach bypass, cast, cold steel, combat, cool tones, day and the night. This one's actually really cool, and it works a lot better than you'd think it would. But, yeah, just a lot of these work really well. Now, you're just going to have the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 or 9 if you don't count the all. 10 tabs, or 9 if you don't count the all, obviously. Down here. Actually, no, you're going to have 9 because I added this one. This is a custom one. And this is actually from Final Cut King. It's a really cool plugin. It's a tilt shift. You can add blur to the top or bottom of a photo or both. It's a nice stylistic choice. So you've got distortions, you've got keying. This is actually where you go if you want to chroma key or green screen things. Got light. This adds artificial light mostly. This one adds highlights to it. I've never actually used it though. So, yeah, ooh. I didn't know we had this one. That was cool. The subway shadow. That's cool. But yeah, if you go to Stylize, these are also some third-party plugin ones that I downloaded. But Vignette is a good one to use. And then Letterbox, it's pretty much widescreen. So if I were to drag that over, I would get a sort of widescreenish thing. You saw those two little black lines come up. You want to click your clip. Always click your clip. I always forget about that. Here's actually the cold steel versus the not cold steel. And my camera doesn't pick up color very well. So when I have lights on, it just kind of it's a really crappy orangish tint when I have my lights on. And I can fix that. So this obviously isn't doing anything. But yeah, you can see you can have different size letterboxes, and this is going to change depending on your image, but you definitely want your video to have the same size letterboxing so that it doesn't look silly. So, yeah, here's what the final product could look like if you use a few of the color correction effects and then the letterbox. And let's render this out first. I'm actually really impressed with what they've been doing with the rendering. It's been working so well. Like, they've added updates to make the program more stable, and not only has it made it more stable, it's made the rendering and transcoding go a lot faster, in my opinion. I edit on a 13-inch MacBook Pro, so it's not very good, but you know, it does the job. So I'm poor, don't judge me. So depending on how many effects you use, and sounds and other visual effects, you can pretty much just lengthen the render time. It just depends on how much you've done without rendering it out. Now, a lot of you may still have the background rendering turned on, so it automatically does it for you. I do not like to do that, so I went into my preferences. Actually, no, not preferences. Well, yeah, preferences. I turned off background render, and then I went to commands, customize, and then I made a render Command R, like in old versions of Final Cut Pro. So, anyway, back to effects. Here is what the final product could look like. No, I did not add sound to that part. And yes, this is a very crappy letterbox because the muzzle flare still comes out. I didn't really put a lot of time into this. I just kind of rushed through this. I actually prefer to do my muzzle flares in Motion 5 and then export it as a file and just have this clip right here. And then from there, it shouldn't have, it won't have the, it won't come above the letterbox. So yeah, it's pretty much all I have for effects. You can do a lot with these, and they actually also have audio effects. So if you're looking for like fun things to do one day, go in here. You can do alien, you can do helium. I actually used this one for a helium project that I did. Did a project on helium. This one's cool. I haven't quite mastered the audio effects because I haven't taken the time. I don't like audio, but it's a lot of fun to use. So yeah, guys, I will see you next week on the not late episode of Final Cut Pro. And I'm not going to guarantee you that I will have a Thursday video out, but right now I've changed my schedule. It is Thursday and Sunday instead of Sunday, Tuesday, and Thursday, because I don't have anything on Tuesdays. So yeah. But anyway, that is all we have this week. I will hopefully see you Thursday. And stay coconutty, my coconut friends.